India's music landscape is undergoing a remarkable transformation. A space once dominated by Bollywood, now drawing the attention of global pop, indie, and hip hop artists eager to connect with a rapidly evolving audience. But within this surge of creative energy lies a deeper question. How are women navigating and shaping the landscape of India's indie music scene?
Hey guys, come on in.
So, to get a deeper insight, we met the onstage and the backstage.
Hi, I'm Ashna. I go by the name Nariki and I'm a DJ.
Hi everyone, my name is Ishita Mehta and I work with a record label.
So my name is Vishali and my artist name is Rasa. I'm from Punjab and I'm based out of Bangalore.
So, to begin with, we asked them how they made it and what inspired them to be in the music industry.
So as a child, I was always into music. I didn't think I had like musical talent, so I couldn't sing or like I still don't produce and stuff. But I always had some music and rhythm going on in my head.
But wait, let's ask the crowd who's been on their playlist lately.
First of all, Divine Anytime, Seethe Maud,
Mitraz, Lifafa, Jasleen Royal, Ritviz.
I like Pratik Kuhad a lot, like Jonita Gandhi.
Anshu Shukla,
I listen to the local train, Begum,
Miswa, Gunda, Dusuzo, and Lefafa. Raftar, Badsha, and
Zonkar Tavari, heavy metal band out of Delhi called Bloodywood.
However, you won't believe the responses we got when we asked the listeners about women artists.
As far as women, I think we need more of them, so I hope they make a lot more noise.
I think if there were more women artists, I definitely would listen to them more. Maybe they're not marketing themselves, or maybe people aren't looking for enough Indian women artists.
I think you're right, but women are changing the narrative. So let's ask what music means to them in their own words.
I mean, I realized that I love music and I like to play everything. I listen to a lot of music and I don't like being boxed in like one genre or one style. That's my learning. So I think it's very much possible to do it all on your own. I did it for many years. Focus on doing good work and creating opportunities for yourself and a path for your own self. I think it's very much possible to achieve that.
We asked them if they felt there was any gender bias in the industry.
Things have gotten better, but I still think there is some kind of internal conditioning towards or like a bias, I would say, towards men.
Now that we have a lot of female DJs, women DJs who are DJing, I feel like there should be more women in positions of power. If women are given that power, I think it's easier to bring that change. And also when those women are given this power, they should also be inclusive, you know.
We asked the same question from the label perspective. And
I think it's kinda the same because, you know, it's just about tonality. It's about how you will speak to a male counter figure and how you will speak to a female counter figure. See, I did most of the work. I was still spoken to in a ruder way. And when I went and saw how that person is speaking to a male counterpart, you know, when I see a Tate McRae or when I see like an Olivia or I see a Miley Cyrus, and I have Sunili in my mind because of the stage presence that she has. Right? So they're doing pretty cool stuff. I think Jonita is doing some cool stuff. We did WPL. I did WPL with BCCI, of course, and our main focus was to bring more women artists. Madhubanti Bakshi, Dhwani Bhanushali, we have Nora Fatehi, you have your Jasmine Sandy. There are so many, and there's so many women artists. So these are some cool things that are happening, and I'm very excited for what's gonna happen next.
it's time for a fun fact.
Do you know about this person known as Gauhar Jan?
Who would that be?
Gauhar Jan?
You don't know?
No.
So Gauhar Jan was the first Indian woman to ever record a song on a gramophone back in 1902.
Fuck, that's wild.
And she has more than 600 records over her
600?
career life.
See, I'm so glad you told me this fun fact.
We wanted to know how misogynistic is the music industry in their opinion.
One of the good things I experience when I tour internationally, I feel like when I tour out there, people don't see me as a female DJ. They see me as a highly skilled DJ who's really good at her work, who his expertise is these genres, these sounds. They don't see me as like, oh, she's a female DJ. If that's the first thing that comes to your mind, then there's something wrong with you. You have to change your mindset. You have to break that conditioning, deep conditioning that you grew up with. Refine your skills as a promoter. When you're curating the lineup, curate based on the vibe, what you want to bring to the dance floor. India is big on misogyny, so I feel like work on yourself.
Misogyny means somebody who hates women and or who thinks that they're not as equal to men. So do you think that women are not as equal to men? If not, then you are a misogynist.
We were curious if they felt safe at their workplace.
There is still a certain degree of security issue and safety issue that I feel, and I feel that that should be looked upon, and on the organizer's side, and also just people should take care of these things, because as a female artist traveling alone, it can be a little daunting and scary.
Look out for us at nights. It's an unsafe environment sometimes in gigs, in shows. Women need more, I think, security as well. Late night travels, long ride cabs, it can get here and there, right? So I would say just more general awareness is needed for sure.